The most profitable lie of the last decade is that you have an attention problem. You don't. You have an attention economy problem. There's a difference. And someone spent a lot of money making sure you never noticed it. There used to be a thing called boredom. Not the restless, itchy, reach for your phone kind. Real boredom. The kind where you'd stare out a window for 20 minutes and your mind would just wander, drift, make things up, connect things that had nothing to do with each other. Neuroscientists call this the default mode network. It activates when you're not focused on anything external. And it turns out this idle state wasn't wasted time. It was when your brain did some of its most important work, processing emotion, consolidating memory, generating ideas, making sense of things that hadn't made sense yet. Boredom wasn't the enemy of thinking. It was the condition for it. And we killed it so completely that researchers decided to find out what we'd do without it. They put people in a room, no phone, no book, nothing, just their own thoughts for 15 minutes. 67% of men chose to give themselves an electric shock rather than sit there in silence. They preferred pain to stillness. That's not a study about boredom anymore. That's a study about how far we've run from our own minds and how much it apparently hurts to stop. In 2004, the average attention span was around 12 seconds. By 2015, it had dropped to 8. Less than a goldfish, the headline said, which was both alarming and slightly wrong, but the point stood. What happened between 2004 and 2015? The smartphone, the algorithmic feed, the infinite scroll, which was, by the way, deliberately designed to have no endpoint, no natural stopping place, no moment where the content runs out and your brain gets a chance to notice it's tired. Every platform you use was engineered by people whose entire job was to answer one question: how do we keep this person from leaving? The answer, it turned out, was novelty. A constant, relentless drip of new outrage, new humor, new faces, new takes, new reasons to feel something, anything, before the last feeling had finished landing. Your dopamine system was not built for this. It was built for a world where novelty was rare and therefore meaningful. Now novelty arrives every 4 seconds and means nothing. So your brain did what brains do. It adjusted its baseline. It started requiring more stimulation to feel the same amount of interest. And ordinary life, a conversation, a walk, a moment of silence, a single train of thought held for longer than 90 seconds, started feeling unbearably flat. Your attention is the product. You didn't lose it. You were relieved of it, gradually, with your full cooperation. Your brain can recover. The research on neuroplasticity is clear. The default mode network doesn't disappear, it just gets crowded out. Give it space, and it comes back. Uncomfortably at first, but it comes back. The catch is that the first stage of recovery feels exactly like the thing you've been trying to avoid. It feels like boredom. It feels like restlessness. It feels like your skin is slightly too tight, and you can't remember what you used to think about before you had a device that thought for you. Most people last about 90 seconds before they reach for their phone, which means most people will never find out what their brain actually does when you leave it alone long enough. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. Not your time, not your energy. Your attention. It determines what you think about, what you feel, what you remember, what kind of person you slowly become across years of choosing what to look at. And you have been giving it away for free to people who became billionaires from it. The question isn't whether your brain is broken. The question is whether you want it back and what you're actually willing to do about it. Because wanting it back while still handing it over every time you're mildly uncomfortable isn't wanting it back. That's just knowing the price of something you keep choosing not to pay.